What's going on, internet? I am the Masked Man, and in this video, I want to talk about the comedian slash, you know, TV personality, Aisha Tyler. Aisha Tyler is an attractive black woman, in my opinion. I find her attractive. Slim chick, nice looking face. Not very well respected as a comedian, as a stand-up comic. Not a lot of people find her humor funny. A lot of people think that she's corny as far as it comes to slinging jokes, but she's carved out a nice little career for herself. As you know, I think she was the moderator for the Whose Line Is It Anyway. She's acted somewhat, so she's not a lazy chick that doesn't have talent. A lot of people don't respect her for her calling card, but she earns her weight. She pulls her weight. So not a useless bitch. Um, but I was recently in a hospital waiting room, paranoid that a callus on my hand, which is what they told me after I saw the physician, you know, because I'm so paranoid that I'm like, if I start to get my life together, I'm probably gonna get sick and die. So I better check these little aches and pains out so I don't get cancer or something. I hope I don't have cancer in my hand and I lose my fucking hand. So that's the shit I was going through. So while I was sitting in the waiting room, it was just a callus, by the way. Just they told me to sand it down, and it could be a splinter and it might pop out on its own. So don't worry about your boy if you was worrying. But I was sitting in the emergency room of a local hospital in Louisiana, and I happened to be looking at the TV show The Talk, and Aisha Tyler. They opened up the show, and Aisha Tyler was talking about the mean tweets that she got for her hairstyle. Now I'm sitting back watching this, and she's reading some of the tweets, and I'm like, okay, these tweets are not that bad. They just saying that they don't like it. Maybe this bitch is about to have fun with this shit. Maybe she's about to, because nobody really said anything. Nobody said, bitch, you look ugly, you stupid, you dirty. Nobody was like that. Some of the people said her ugly hairstyle, matched her personality. They didn't like her personality, but that was probably the meanest of the tweets that they read. But after they read the tweets and they used, they talked, some kind of reporting of what happened, of what was precipitating what was about to come. What followed it was 10 minutes of them scolding motherfuckers for not liking her hairstyle. $10. This shit went on for, it could have been more. It could have been more. But 10 minutes of them, talking about, acting as if what people were saying was like bullying or malicious, or it was something that she had to rise above. Like they was picking on her. Bitch, are you that insecure? See, now I'm gonna give Aisha Tyler the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna do that. Not because I want to be fair, but because, I don't feel like people are gonna agree with me. So I try to take things from a couple of different directions. Here's what I believe. They didn't have a first segment. They didn't have a segment. So they needed something to kill time. Aisha Tyler don't give a fuck what they gotta say about her hair. She's an attractive woman with a husband who's had a career in Hollywood doing many different things. I believe she was on Talk Soup too. Wasn't funny on it, but she was, she did a job. This bitch been around, been good looking for a long time. So I believe that they just didn't have a segment, and to kill time, they did this. Let's rise above the hating, y'all hating, and it's like, have we devolved as a society so far that you can't say I don't like the way you did your hair? Are you really, have you really gotten to the point where you're that sensitive, bitch? Really? Really? Bitch, if you that sensitive, you need to stop being in the entertainment business. If somebody can just tell you that, oh, you stepped out in public looking like that. I don't like that. What I'm not entitled to an opinion of how you look. You And she said she didn't even choose the hairstyle. Somebody else chose it for you. So instead of thanking people for telling her that that look doesn't work and making it a segment about responding to criticism, how sometimes criticism can be legitimate and you need to take people's advice, instead of having that talk, since you was making this some kind of public service announcement, you tried to get people to give a fuck about people not liking your hairstyle for 10 minutes. Now, I don't know if there was somebody cursing her out or using expletives. I can't say that word. Expletives, curse words basically, to degrade her, and that shit just wasn't qualified for television. But God damn, you look weak than a motherfucker for talking 10 minutes about people that didn't like your hairstyle that you did not even choose. You didn't even ask for that hairstyle. That's just something they did, and people didn't like it on you, and you got so hurt, offended, you so weak that you talked about they don't like my hair. You a hater for 10 goddamn minutes. Bitch, stop. You in your feelings. This is the perfect instance to use this silly ass phrase that you dumb niggas like throwing around all the time. Tell Aisha Tyler she in her feelings. I know this is late. Go back, look at the tape. It is, I think it's Friday when I'm recording this. I think it's 1/28/16. Pretty sure I did it yesterday. So go find the episode of the talk from 1/27/2016. Go find that episode. It's the first segment. Go watch that and get back to Aisha Tyler and tell that bitch, you in your feelings. You in your feelings. You in your feelings. Use that dumb shit for some good. Use that shit when it can do some good. Get out your feelings, bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck about your hair. You know how many silly goddamn hairstyles is in the black community? You know how much silly shit we gotta look at? You don't get the fuck out of here with this waste of time. This old waste of time. If you didn't have nothing to talk about, why didn't you just find a guest? Why didn't you just interview a producer? Why didn't you just tell people how they can become television producers? Do something educational. What the fuck did you have to talk about your goddamn hairstyle? Silly hoe. What the fuck was that about? I don't know. Waste of time. You were wasting time. Get over people saying, I don't like it. Like her. I believe. I could be wrong. But I believe But I know that they were trying to be respectful. I know for a fact that they were trying to be respectful. Now, I believe I believe somebody said love her, don't like the hair. I believe they said that, but I know for a fact that they were trying to be respectful and just voice their opinion of a public figure and her changing from what she usually does. But instead of thanking them, she tried to condemn them from speaking their mind. And you a comedian, bitch, you not a comedian. You ain't no goddamn comedian. If any part of you would have approved 10 minutes on your hair, you not a comedian. Cheryl Underwood made it funny. She does what she does. She a team player. She wasn't gonna look you in the face and tell you in your feelings, you full of shit. It's her job. You her friend, she like you. It ain't that big a deal to even call you out for that bullshit. It ain't that big a deal to make that kind of a scene. She just probably in her head thinking, I guess this is what this silly hoe want to do today. I guess we got to spend time talking about how people just disliked her choice. All right, I guess I got to try to make this bullshit funny. I know Cheryl Underwood had to be hurting. I know a bitch that went on stage and then called herself Wesley Snipes, and every other kind of hard, dark, black male figure. I know she was looking at that bitch sideways. I know she was, in her mind. She didn't show it. But I know the woman who then called herself Wesley Snipes was looking at her, talking about you didn't like my hairstyle and we gonna devote 10 minutes to this shit. I know she was looking at her like, ooh, if I could sock this bitch if I could sock this bitch in the mouth for this dumb shit she's saying right now, for this waste of time. But this CBS money too good, nigga. I'm gonna be phony today, nigga. I'm gonna fake it to make it. I'm gonna lie to get by, nigga. I ain't playing. I ain't being for real. But anyway, man, that's all I gotta say, man. We need to stop being overly sensitive. If somebody has an opinion of a look that you have, and they don't make it about you. I get if you walking down the street, and you see somebody and they say, I don't like your shoes. Those shoes are ugly. I know that's out of nowhere. But even then, I wouldn't be offended. I wouldn't be offended that somebody, made the comment, or I wouldn't feel that it was inappropriate. But it's not out of line for people who look at you every day, who send you messages every day, who are having some type of virtual relationship with you, who believe that they know you in some capacity, to tell you, not a good look for you. If your friend told you, I don't like them shoes, you gonna have a 10-minute conversation with her about how she bullying you? Bitches tell each other, I don't like your clothes all the time. Try something else. This is supposed to be your audience. This is supposed to be people that you have some kind of a rapport with. How the fuck you can't take that minor level of a criticism? Didn't like your hairstyle. The fuck out of here. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. Leave your comments. Let me know what you think. Do you think Aisha Tyler was in her feelings, or was she well in her right? For her and the rest of the crew to spend 10 minutes on the subject of tweets that was about how people did not like her hair. Let me know in the comments. Rate the video, like it, dislike it, be honest. Subscribe to my channel. If you want to keep up with the videos that I'm making. If there is a question or a topic or anything that you would like me to discuss, talk about, or think on, or you just got a story to tell, you want to tell me your story, then you can send me an email at TheMrMaskman at gmail.com. If you want to follow me on Twitter or find me on Facebook, you can do so at TheMrMaskman. Um, just holler at me. That is all I have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video.